Well, we have made it to May. I mean, we made it to May before we left last time, but like daylight in May. So we have, let's see, they still have some food. They definitely still have straw. They still have food. It will be the last month we have to buy cows though, because next month these cows will have babies and then they will be at 0. So we will should have 0 to 9 once we buy 4 and continue to have 0 to 9. So there is 4 more Holstein cows and we should have 40 cows now. I didn't actually, well, we can see we have 40 cows. So there's now 4 cows at 90% and every 10% down to 0. So we will have to eventually get a way of taking care of the slurry. I'm sure our tippers can do manure. So we already have the tedder down by the grass field. We brought that back up. We have a... Oh, we can't really get the windrower out with this vehicle. Well, we will manage. We just have to be very careful so we don't run over our barley. And we'll just have to go around everything. Can we get hooked up? We got it hooked up without moving that stuff too much. Now we're going to have to go this way just to not run into crap. Okay, here is that. Obviously the grass has started to regrow through the grass that I cut, but that was to be expected. I just wanted to make sure I got it cut before April was over. We're gonna go on this because there's probably a little bit that it doesn't overlap with the headland on. I think that I got all that, but we're going to do this just in case. And now we can row it up so we'll be ready to bail. Or rake it up, whatever. Okay, so we have to come down this other partial. But before we do that, we're going to go around this. And now we can come down this one and we'll just have the headlands to do afterwards. Once we actually get on this line. Apparently a lot harder than it looks. That field is all ready to be baled. Now we just have to go get 92 ready. Well, that's just weird. Raise it. And hopefully now it's not going to be permanently tilted. And there is technically this little tiny one, which we probably do want, even if it's just for right here. Just to make sure we get that. Now we're going to go like to this part of the headland. And go around all the way back up to where we started. And then that whole side of the field will be done. And now the up downs that we have to do will be for the entire length of the field. No, that's not the... And that, I think this is where I started. So we are done with tutting, and well, we did just fill the fuel in here, so it doesn't really need any, but we're going to grab some because we're here. Oh, 17 euros of fuel. And now we can go rake that all up into swaths so that we'll be able to bale that up. Okay, there we go. We are finished with making swath of hay, and we'll bale them up tomorrow. Tomorrow in game. Oh. Let's go spend a long time putting fuel in this tractor. I know it has a very big tank and it's half gone. Which is going to cost a lot of money, I'm sure. €361. But we can get both of our tractors home and do the baling after we skip ahead. Okay, we have our baler, and we want to reset bale count, and then get to baling up this hay. We have very little bit of hay already in here. Nothing to really mention. Now, it wasn't a perfect showing of how much this field could have, but there was some fertilization, and I think altogether is 90% was this field. Yep, closing it would help. Last time we did this field got 4 bales. I noticed that I have this, so I'm gonna grab it. Okay, bale 7. Pretty sure that's the last full bale off of here. But not too bad, especially considering the cut in October. We got 10 bales off of 2 fields. And we still have to go and bale up that other field. We want to get this bale. There we go. I just want to be able to drop it over here instead of after I'm turned around and there we go. Going this way. Well, that was so close. But there we go. We have finished doing the baling, and we have 14 bales, 7 on each field. Okay, I have Oh, I've already disconnected, which is awkward because, well, I need to unfold. But I have my bale stacking equipment so that I can get my 14 bales of hay back to my bale shed, which I think is the last major thing we have to do in May. Actually, I think it's the last thing we have to do in May besides maybe feed some cows. Probably sell some milk or something. We actually are probably fine. We'll see. Won't have to buy cows or anything in ever again. So there's that. I have the weight on front, which apparently did not interfere with getting arms on this time. But it was interfering with me being able to get the bales all the way across the trailer. So let's try that again now that the weight's on the back. Okay, I'm going to just pick this one back up. We only have one more. And we'll grab this and put it on two so that I know that they're not super crooked and shouldn't get knocked off when I fold it up. Okay, there's 7 bales. And we can go to the other field where we also have 7 bales to go grab. Okay, so just this last bale, and then we're done with May. No, 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 no. Well, I stopped in time. I tried to use the brake trigger, which I was in reverse, so it wasn't a brake trigger, it was a reverse trigger. Okay, let's get this folded up and hope that it works out all right. There we go. So that's that's it. We just have to get this back and I guess reverse the dolly again. And they only had a few hundred liters left for food, but they'll have plenty left now. And that's all they needed. They have made enough milk that's basically a full tank. The water tank I have is only 8,000 liters, but that is also fine. Let's go to milk and look at the graph. Yeah. So I really wouldn't want to sell it before August if I can help it. From, well, really September to April is fine, but it's just gonna bottom out and we are going to need money. So maybe I do sell it now before it totally bottoms out. I think we kind of have to. We would have to sell something else, which will take much longer to recover. So I think we will sell our milk now before it's at the lowest price, and then we should have enough that we can not have to sell any when it's at the super low price. Okay, let's see about where. And the dairy is way better than the grocery store. So we're going to go there. Okay, so with the trailer fill limit on, that was actually more than a full tanker that's in there. Well, that's not a bad amount. And that should hopefully get us through these more or not as profitable months. Especially now that we don't have to pay for cows. There we go. And that close this. That is the end of anything to do in May. I think it's actually the end. We didn't get the barley in time to have that in June. And the grass won't be fully grown until, yeah, we're waiting on July now. So, well, we'll probably move some milk into our production factory in June, but taking care of cows and doing cow maintenance type of things is all we really have to do until July.